Hi everyone, welcome to another presentations video. My name is Mr. Scott, and today I would like to talk to you about how to present visuals well. You know, visuals are a really important part of a presentation, but oftentimes people don't introduce their visuals well or explain them very well, and that can leave their presentation kind of empty and disconnected. So I have three main points I'd like to share with you today about how to present visuals well. My first point is that if you use a visual, you need to make sure it relates to your presentation. For example, here I have a poster about the benefits of riding a bicycle. And I have some charts, and I also have a couple of pictures. But notice that both of my pictures are of people riding a bicycle. Now, in the past, I've seen students give presentations, and let's say it was about riding a bicycle, and there was just a lot of cartoons on it and kind of cute stuff. And so the point here is, just because it's cute or it's fun doesn't mean it's necessary. Sometimes students compensate for their lack of content or their lack of skills by just having a whole bunch of pictures. And that can leave the presentation feeling really empty. So it's a good idea to make sure that all of your visuals relate to your topic. Now the second point is you need to use good expressions to introduce your visuals. Now you can find more information about this on page 35 of your textbook. And what I mean by introducing a visual is using a good expression that will help the audience to know what exactly they're looking at. So for example, here on my poster, I have this pie chart, okay? And one thing I could say is, this pie chart shows the way that students spend their time. Or this pie chart shows the way that students' time is divided. I could also say, this bar graph shows the costs of going to school by different forms of transportation. Okay? And so this second point is just very basic, but often sometimes students, they just miss it. So you need to make sure to introduce your visuals. Now the third point is, after you've introduced your visual, you need to explain some more about it, okay? It's not enough to just put a chart or a graph on your poster or on your PowerPoint. You need to give an analysis of it so that the audience can understand it. You know, on a poster especially, it's really hard to make a chart or graph big enough for everyone to see the details exactly. So that means that you need to explain and analyze the graph so that the audience can know exactly what you're talking about. So an example of this would be saying, as you can see on this pie chart, students spend their time in a variety of ways. First of all, they tend to sleep 25% of their time. They go to class another 25%. They do homework 17% of their time. They are shopping, cooking, and eating 16% of their time. And they're relaxing 9% of their time. That leaves only 8% of their time for traveling to school and then just having more free time. And the point here is that students lack time for exercise because they're doing so many different things that are so time-consuming. So what I did there was I just explained this pie chart. And I could go further in explaining and say something like, this chart was created after surveying 100 students. Okay? So that would share a little bit of the background and how I was able to get this chart. So if you would like some more information about how to analyze a chart or good expressions to use when getting the audience to focus on one of your visuals, look on page 39 of your textbook. So, in summary, you need to make sure that your visual relates to your topic. And then you need to introduce your visual with a good phrase, and then you need to explain the significance of your visual with also a useful expression that you can find in your book on page 39. All right, I look forward to seeing all of your posters, and until next time, I'm Mr. Scott, and I'll see you later.